Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Virtual FMR. My name is Clive Finnimore, and this is Zwift. We're running on Zwift tonight. Sorry, it's Monday. It's always a bit of a panic to get home from work, put the chickens and ducks away, get up here, set up the live stream, get changed, and jump on the treadmill. So yes, we have 1 minute to go until we start running. Let's get the treadmill moving, make sure we have connection. We did have a technical issue just now, trying to get the iPad to connect to the live stream so you could see my speed and the chat in that little window there. Yeah, it's working. It wasn't appearing. I don't know what that was about. I think there was an update on NDI broadcasting software. So we updated it, restarted the iPad, and then got it back on the screen. So we nearly didn't have the data screen. Anyway, we have got movement. We do have heartbeat. Oh, I hope we got a heartbeat. Otherwise, we'll be standing on treadmill. Hello, Anthony Anderson. Thank you for joining us, buddy. Anthony's here with us tonight in the chat. I don't know who's in the run with me yet until they pop up and say they're here. I'm in Group B. There's no one I know in Group B with me at the moment. I'm just wondering whether Sebastian or Tina are with me in Group C. Here we go then. Let's bring the treadmill up to 10 kilometers per hour for the warm-up. This is Monday Run Club, and it is a sort of progressive run, starting at about 10 kilometers per hour and finishing right up on about 12. Not too much of a hard effort, not too crazy, but enough to get us hot and sweaty, break the legs back in for another week, get the heart rate up, get the breathing rhythms going. No idea what any of that means, but it sounds good. I hope everyone had a good weekend. How are you all? Hope you stayed safe, didn't get injured, enjoyed whatever you did. I went to the Lost Gardens of Heligan in Cornwall, a new park run, which was launched about 3 weeks ago. It was event number 4 on Saturday, and I headed on down to St Austell. It's about a 55-minute drive from where I live. My son came with me, and we ran the Lost Gardens of Heligan. And what a nice park run it is. The facilities are awesome. There's good toilet block there, it was all open. Fantastic cafe, which is open by the end of the run, so you can go in there and have a coffee and a pastry. And it was like a run of 2. It was like the first 2.5k was downhill to the bottom of the valley. They've actually got a family of beavers, believe it or not, living at the bottom of the valley in the river. I didn't see them because they all ran off because of all the runners coming down the hill, but apparently there's a family of beavers living in the woods. And then the second half of the race is uphill, but it's like broken up. So Lanhydrock is a kilometre down, a couple kilometres at the bottom, and then a kilometre back up. So it's like downhill, flat, then up. The Lost Gardens of Heligan is like downhill, and then it's sort of up, down, up, down. It's like rolling hills back up to the start. But the elevation is the same, roughly, as Lanhydrock. So I did enjoy it. Oliver enjoyed it. It was muddy, it was wet. I got rained on. I filmed it for the Cornish Runner channel, so I did a time-lapse video with my on-screen data on there, so you can watch the whole route in about 2.5 minutes to get an idea of what it's like. And I also did a real-time recording with no music in case you fancied running on the treadmill and looking at it. Learned a few more settings on the camera that I use, the Insta360. There's a bit of flashing on the video in the sky because it's something to do with contrast or something. So hopefully next time I'll change the settings and see if we can eliminate that. It's all a learning curve, all this filming and stuff. But yeah, I enjoyed the Lost Gardens of Heligan. The volunteers were really happy and friendly and supportive. It was good. So if you're in Cornwall and you fancy running a park run, check out my video and pop down there one Saturday. So that's it. We now have 9 park runs in Cornwall. all of which are on the channel, the Cornish Runner, in the playlists. Park runs. Anthony says he's currently got daylight to about 5:30 now. So yes, it is. It's getting later now, isn't it? Which is good. It's making it more difficult, Anthony, for me to put the chickens in that away because it's lighter. They want to stay out longer. And I'm trying to rush them in so I can get back up here to run on the treadmill and just start the live stream. But at some point when the clocks change, it'll all flip. So I'll be putting them away after the run. Anthony says yes, he's had a good weekend. He didn't get wet during his Sunday run outside. It's good to hear, Anthony. It's been raining here again all day today. More weather warnings in place. More yellow weather warnings in place for Cornwall. It's very persistent at the moment, isn't it? It never stops. Yes, I do, Anthony. Anthony says you need to train them to put themselves away. Now, I think the chickens would. The chickens are good. When it starts getting dark, they actually want to go in. And if the doors are open, they go in their coops. But the ducks just wander around like a bunch of wallies, not knowing what to do themselves. You have to go in and herd them up like sheep. Once you start herding them, they know what's going on, they'll go in. But if you leave the door open, they just sort of wander around, look at each other going, what's going on? Why is the light going? What should we do? But in duck language going, I've just had a couple of filming devices arriving the post today. Not very exciting. One is a bracket which holds the camera onto the selfie stick. I've already got one, but it's the old one's a bit long and it's got lots of movement on it, so it sometimes gets knocked. But this new one's a bit rigid. It makes the selfie stick shorter because it's a smaller accessory. And then the other ones, I've got these little muffs to go on the microphone so I don't get wind noise. And hopefully, when it's raining, keep the wet out the microphone so it doesn't sound like I'm talking from in a bath. But yeah, just debating whether I should do a random unboxing video for two tiny little items just for a laugh. So we've just gone through the arch now. We've just started the workout. We are in the first section of this progressive run, running at 10.4 kilometers per hour. We will slowly now build up as the run goes on for about 45 to 50 minutes, increasing our speed every 1,000 meters until we reach the end. Legs feel okay today, energy levels are good. I actually had a good night's sleep last night, I had about 8 hours 15 minutes. Garmin was well pleased with me, no telling off this morning. It said, plenty of sleep, restorative. So Garmin's happy with me. Let's actually have a look to see what my training readiness is built up to. So if we open up Garmin Connect on your iPhone, let it sync to my watch. I've been busy at work today. Probably done a lot of steps actually. So it might drop. No, there we go then. Training readiness for me is back in the green. 57. It's good to see. On the weekend it was right down in the teens. Even before I went to park run it was on about 15 or something. So last night's good night's sleep has boosted that back up. Body battery 29, which is about average for when I've been at work all day. Happy with that. Heart rate currently 122. Cadence 172. We've hit 1.35 kilometers into the run. feeling comfortable, nice and relaxed. About 40 minutes to go. Bring the live stream back up to my phone so I can hear it. Yeah, Anthony says in chat, I see you have another weather warning in for tomorrow. Yes, we have another yellow weather warning, more rain inbound. Somebody even mentioned the S word today, the snow, for the end of the week or next week, but I doubt we'll get that here in Cornwall. But we got cold weather coming. Do you know, Anthony? Is there a cold blast coming? Beast from the east or Nice from the north? Anything that I don't know about heading our way? The ambient temperature here in the Cornish garage tonight is 9.8 degrees, 65% humidity. Not again, Tina! Not again! Tina just popped up in chat. Hello, gang! Sorry, I forgot it was 4:45. Tina! I set up the live stream so you get notified. It gives you a 30-minute warning. And then I go live with a 10-minute warning. Are you coming to join us? Or are you going to do it later on? Or are you going to run free run, do your own thing? Tina's going to run anyway. Tina says, I wasn't going to run anyway. I've had a very exciting day. Tina, what have you been up to? Tell more. Anthony says, hello, Tina. Well, are you going to run, Tina, or are you going to have a rest night tonight? If you've had a busy day, you're probably going to have a rest. I had a rest. If you didn't know, last Wednesday and Thursday I had to pull the plug on running in the evening. Wednesday night I had a bad headache, and Thursday evening I had a bad headache, felt really sick. So we had to have 2 days off. Training readiness was right down on 1. Body battery was poor. Body was screaming, have a rest. So I took my own advice, listened to the body, and I had to have a couple days rest last Wednesday and Thursday. Friday we were back to was it Tour de Zwift stage 5 last week. Felt okay. Saturday we went to park run, so we're back to normal. And yesterday I had a rest day. Okay, Tina. So here we are approaching the next arch in 80 metres time. We'll be bumping the speed up to 10.7 kilometres per hour. So slowly increasing, just about to hit 2 kilometres in. There's the arch. Trying to stay relaxed, standing tall, shoulders relaxed, hips forwards, up on the balls of our feet, trying to bounce along the treadmill. Nice and light. 10.7, here we go. So I've been at work today. Lots of paperwork today. We've got a bit of inspection coming up next week, so making sure all our audits are up to date and our paperwork's in place. All the checks are correct. However, I did put some shelves up. A couple of first aid boxes up on the wall in the bathrooms. Obviously, went and had a battle with my friend, the boiler. Making sure he was all filled up with pellets, getting through the night. Didn't blow me face off today, I'm alright. .800 metres. Yeah, so Saturday's park run was a nice, relaxed effort for me. I was filming it for the Cornish Runner channel, so if you haven't checked that one out yet, the Secret Gardens of Helicons over there for you to see, along with all the other park runs in Cornwall. Really appreciate it if you popped in and give me a thumbs up, a little comment. It makes you smile, it feels good that you did it, and you go and do another one. That's the main thing. I actually got quite a lot of feedback from the park run organisers themselves, the last one, for the Lost Secret, or the Lost Garden of Helicons. As it's a new one, they picked up on my little video and they posted it on their Facebook page, and it's had over 10,000 views in 24 hours, which is awesome. I think what happened is they posted it on their own Facebook page, and then maybe other park runners picked up on it as well on other Facebook pages, and it exploded. Absolutely fantastic. It's just a shame it wasn't on YouTube. It was on Facebook instead. I should have posted a link, shouldn't I, really, on my Facebook page to the YouTube video. Instead, I posted the video on Facebook, and that's the one they used. 500 meters to go to the next arch. Woohoo! There's the volcano up ahead. We'll be going in there in a minute. If I'm not hot enough already, we're heading into a volcano. And today for dinner at the care home, I had sausage, mash, and Swede and carrot puree with lots of onion gravy over the top. And for pudding, we had chocolate sponge and double cream. It was very nice indeed. If I was at home, I would have gone to sleep all afternoon, but as I was at work, I had to carry on. Sebastian says in Messenger he's on parents' duty tonight, so Sebastian's got parents' duties, so he's not with us tonight. Hopefully he'll be here with us tomorrow or Wednesday. Tina, talking about Wednesday, what have you got lined up for us this week? I haven't joined anything yet because I didn't see anything. Are you planning on doing a track session, or are we back on Workout Wednesday? Let me know. Tina says, now I've fed the dogs, I can talk. Yesterday's 10 miles in the pouring rain has tired her out, so she needs a rest day. Well done, Tina. Listen to the body. If you feel tired or poorly, have a break, have a couple of days off. It only makes you worse if you keep running. Come back stronger. Yeah, Tina says she hasn't had time to do it yet, but she will be doing a track session on Wednesday, so watch out for that on the Virtual FMR Facebook page, the Zwift Runners page, and of course here on Virtual FMR, look for the YouTube live streaming link, which will pop up on the channel probably on Wednesday afternoon when I get home from work. I'll put a link in the description so you know where to join. Here we go then, we're at the next arch already. 50 meters. Upping the speed again to 11 kilometers per hour. Heart rate 130. Cadence 170. We're just about to hit 3 kilometers in. 18 minutes have elapsed. There it is, 11 kilometers per hour. So we're slowly progressing through this run now. Anthony's asking Tina, how is Harry? Harry's the dog, I think. Am I correct? Hello, Paul Hayward. Paul Hayward says hello. He's home and it's light. It is, isn't it, Paul? It's getting lighter now. It's very dark here because it's grey clouds in the sky and it's currently raining again, with another yellow warning in place for the next 24 hours. But yes, Paul, it is getting lighter. We were just discussing earlier my putting away the chickens before the run. In the next month or so, we'll be swapping over. So I'll be doing the run first and the chickens after, because they're not keen at the moment of going in at 4:30 when I want them to go in, because it's still too light now. So there's a bit of chicken chasing going on each evening, knowing I'm a race against time to get back up here, start the live stream and get changed, chasing chickens around the garden to get them back in the coop so Mr. Fox doesn't eat them. Dina says Harry is much better, but I'm currently spitting his dinner all over the floor. Oh, the dog's spitting his dinner all over the floor. Sorry, Tina. I thought you were spitting the dog's dinner all over the floor for him to eat. No, Tina's not spitting the dog's dinner. The dog's spitting his dinner. Anthony said the sun decided to shine yesterday. It did, didn't it, actually? Sunday, it did here. Oh, Tina, the sun was out yesterday. I managed to get out in the garden and do a job at home. The mother-in-law is having a log burner fitted in her little annex out the back, and the log burner installators asked if we could trim one of the trees which was close to the roof. So yesterday, out in the sun for the first time this year, but the sun is now gone again, I put the ladder up and pruned. Is it pruned or preen? Birds preen, don't they? I pruned a tree. I cut the top off the tree. So yeah, I was out in the garden on a very unsafe ladder, almost falling off, about 5 meters up. Paul says, sounds fun, Kai, putting the chickens away. It's not when you're in a rush. And the chickens are quite easy compared to the ducks. And the ducks are quite easy compared to the seagulls. Rounding up the 3 seagulls is the worst. Chickens work as a team. Ducks follow each other like sheep. Seagulls split up and go all over the place. So I have to walk around with my arms out, flicking my fingertips, sort of like the opposite direction to where I want them to go. So I have to sort of signal them in. So I walk around the garden like this. They know what it means. Here we go then, we're going through the volcano. It's warming up here in the Cornish garage tonight. 10.4 degrees. Heart rate now 138, slowly increasing as the speed increasing as we work through this workout tonight. Paul, Tina will be setting up a run for Wednesday at 5:30, so watch out for that. Hopefully I'm not ill this week, and I can join you all on Wednesday and Thursday. Hopefully none of us are ill. We all was a bit poorly last week, weren't we? We all had a headache or a cold or a flu or something. I'm guessing Amy, if she's feeling better, has already done Monday Run Club today. She does it earlier in the day because she has mum duties on a Monday night. Like Sebastian's got dad duties tonight. 100 meters! Woo! To the next arch. We're just about to hit 4 kilometers in now. Here it comes. Not far off halfway now. Only 3 of us in a Group B tonight. And I think, out of our little gang, Team FMR, I'm the only one running tonight. Unless anyone's in Group C or D that I don't know about, give us a shout out in the chat if you are there. Still feeling okay. Legs don't feel heavy. But I've had quite a few rest days actually, because we were off Wednesday, Thursday last week. Friday night was an easy run, and Saturday was an easy park run, so I could film it. So body's had a bit of time to recover. Training readiness is back up to 56. Just trying to bring me breathing under control, nice and steady. Bring that heart rate down a few beats. $800 to go, twice round the track to the next arch. Oh, I also strengthened a gate post yesterday that's become wobbly. In all this rain we've had, the ground has gone so soft. And my garden gate, the big metal garden gate, was starting to drag on the floor a little bit. And the latch has dropped off where everyone's slamming it. And it's not in line with its latch, so it's knocked it apart. So yeah, so we strengthened that with a bit of postcrete, some rocks yesterday. Refastened the latch, so I fixed that. That was another garden job I did yesterday in the sun. And then Tina, guess what? As we've watched all of the traitors now, the UK traitors, and we've watched all seasons 1, 2 and 3 of the UK traitors, we started watching the Irish one. But we've now caught up with that, so we have to wait till next week for the next episode. So on the weekend, we also started watching the Australian traitors. I bet you really wanted to know that, didn't you, Tina? I am enjoying the Australian traitors more than I am the Irish. I don't understand what they're saying half the time in the Irish one. But the Australian one's alright. Tina says, "Oh, Clive, I don't believe it!" 400 metres to go to the next arch. One lap around the track. Paul, up until about 4 weeks ago, neither had I. Since then, in about 4 or 5 weeks, I've watched all 4 seasons of the UK one, the Irish one, the Australian one. It's family time, it's family time. From about 8 o'clock onwards in the evenings, I sit down with the family. It's either traitors or EastEnders. And as Max Branning's come back into EastEnders, I'd rather watch traitors at the moment. Anthony says, surely you could have found something else to watch. I could, Anthony, I could. But it's the rest of the family, they sort of enjoy watching the traitors, so I join in. But then I get hooked, because I want to know what happens on the next episode. Tina says, anyone watched any of the Yellowstone series? I'll be honest, I've never even heard of it. I'll have to check it out, Tina. Maybe be a bit more fulfilling than traitors or EastEnders. Is it any good, Tina? Paul Hayward says, just going to Sky is better than EastEnders. Anthony's watched Yellowstone. I haven't. I'll have to have a look, see what it's all about. Thank you for the ride on, Stephanie Knott. We better drop some, haven't we, actually? There's no one round me, so I'm going to do it the cheating way and just drop a one to everyone that I'm friends with on Zwift by pressing that on the home screen. Through the arch we go. Up to 11.5. 5 kilometers done, 4 to go. We're over halfway through now. Still feeling good. Heart rate slowly creeping up. 141 now. Cadence 174. 29 minutes in. Paul says he doesn't watch football unless it's... Sorry, he doesn't watch football unless it's TV. He doesn't watch TV unless it's football. That's what the lady at Parkrun did. Not Parkrun, the Nuki 10K last weekend. She was doing the race brief. I actually caught it on my camera, and she said something like, "Watch out for the road on the water." No, I mean water on the road. So that's at the beginning of the Nuki 10K video on the Cornish Runner channel. Paul says he loved all the old ones. Only Fools and Horses, yeah. The reason it was all better then is because there was only 4 channels to choose from. Well, before Channel 4 came along, only 3. So you had to watch what was on the telly, and it was all about the Radio Times. And what was on telly tonight in the newspaper. You planned the evenings, and as a child, there was usually only one telly in the house, so you just watched what the adults watched. So you got dragged through all the Coronation Street and Emmerdale, Crossroads, Murder, She Wrote, Jessica Fletcher, don't go where she goes because someone gets murdered. So yeah, as a child in the sort of 80s, late 70s and 80s, you watched what the parents watched. And it was the same routine every week. Antiques Roadshow. Even the Muppet Show. Morecambe and Wise. The Cannonballs. Anthony says he's been watching Last of the Summer Wine. Yeah, that's back on, isn't it? Good classic, Anthony, says Paul. I've been watching them on, I think it's YouTube or Facebook. It's classic clips. It might be Facebook actually, in the Reels section. I'm subscribed to Last of the Summer Wine, and each day an old clip pops up. Makes me laugh. Starsky and Hutch, says Paul. Oh, God, now he's going back to Dukes of Hazzard, The Incredible Hulk, Chips. Do you remember Chips? The police motorbikes, Airwolf, the A-Team. It was good then, wasn't it? See, I couldn't say that now. All I can say now is Traitors and EastEnders. All those old classics. Compo and Clegg. Anthony says Compo and Clegg are buried in Holmouth. Sorry if I said that wrong, you know what I'm like. I'm rubbish at reading things I've never seen before. Evening, Paul. How's the treadmill waiting going, buddy? Thank you for popping in. We're just all talking about classic television from the 70s and 80s at the moment. How it was much simpler, and there was a lot more classics because you had to watch what everyone else watched. One telly. "100 meters to go into the next arch. Heart rate 147. We'll be bumping the speed up to 11.7 in a minute. Paul's got a new treadmill, or his first new treadmill, previously a cyclist, and he's had a few runs already. Have you tried it on Zwift yet, Paul? Or are you still getting to terms with the treadmill? Remember though, if you come and join us, and you can't get it to connect to Zwift, just run on the treadmill, watch the live stream and match our speeds, or just do your own speed. Anything goes. Come and have a chat. Tina says, woohoo, Paul! Well done, buddy! Paul Haywood says, great, Paul! Paul says he's got a race tomorrow, so he's keeping fresh for that. What, running or cycling? Outdoors or on the treadmill? What's the name of the run, Paul? He says, yes, he's currently running on the treadmill and streaming on Zwift. Nice one, buddy. Cycling indoors on Zwift tomorrow for Paul. Good luck, Paul, with that. Rest up, buddy. Hydrate. Have a good night's sleep. And good luck for tomorrow. Paul Haywood says, good luck for your race tomorrow, Paul. Paul Haywood cycles on Zwift as well as joining us on his treadmill occasionally. A bit of cross training is good. Paul Haywood says he did a cycling race but struggled to keep up. Anthony Anderson says, have a good race, Paul, tomorrow. And then Paul says he's going to be waiting for our next group event. So our next group event is tomorrow, which is a hill climbing session. Film my run 500 at 5 p.m. But Paul will be doing that because he'll be racing. Wednesday, Paul will be running one of Tina's track sessions at 5:30 p.m. UK time. It's tailored to your own ability. Whatever you've got programmed as Zwift as your 5k speed. So if you haven't done that before, Paul, it's in the menu on Zwift. Let's see if I can bring it up. Just thinking about what I need to do. So if you go into menu, Paul, and up the top left there, below my name, you click that little pad, and in there you can change your 5k and your 10k times. So if you put in there what you're comfortable with at the moment, the workout will be tailored to your ability. We will be putting the event link in Zwift Runners on Facebook, in Virtual FMR, and if I get there in time, we'll also put the link to the event in the description of the live stream. However, you can also join the FMR club on Zwift in the event, in the clubs page. So in here, if you go into clubs, we have a club called FMR. Come and join that, look in events. When Tina sets up the event, you can link in that way. So if you want to come and join us on Wednesday, you could come through that way. If not, Thursday, we're running the MHG Run Club 5k, nice and steady, 9 kilometers per hour, whatever speed you want, fast, walk it, crawl it, do 5k, do 10k, do 1k, it's entirely up to you, that event. And then on Friday, we will be running stage 6 of Tour de Zwift here on Virtual FMR in game at 5 p.m. So yeah, well done, Paul. Paul says he's joined all the clubs. So hopefully you'll see a link. Yeah, Tina's responsible and in charge of the Wednesday run. And changing all our routes. All our own runs, Tina changes the route every week, which we're really grateful for. Thank you, Tina. Here we go then. 130 metres to go until we change up to 12 kilometres per hour for the final speed increase. There's the arch up ahead, look. Looks dark. Oh no, it's not quite dark outside yet. It's still a little bit of light left. And it's cloudy and raining. It is 23 minutes past 5. And I can still see the garden. Just. So it is getting lighter now in the evenings. Through the arch we go. 12 kilometers per hour on the treadmill. Paul says, once my racing is finishing, I'm training for a 5k test. Nice one, buddy, nice one. So we're into the final speed increase kilometre. We'll have one more at the end, cool down, which I will stay at 12 kilometres per hour all the way to the end, just to keep the heart rate up. Heart rate is now 147, cadence 175. We're about to hit 40 minutes into the event, 7.2 kilometres in. To 1.8 kilometres to go until we finish. Paul Hayward says I need to get back to my 5k tests. Now my cold has gone. Glad you're feeling better, Paul. Good to hear Amy's feeling better. I think Jonathan Perkins feeling better. I'm feeling better. Tina's having a rest day. Sebastian's helping his son. Yes, Tina, if you want to. Tina says, shall we meet on Mayfield Track at 5:30 PM UK time on Wednesday to do the 400 on and 400 off workout from the folder? That sounds like a technical issue waiting to happen. So yes, let's go for it. So if we all turn up about 5 or 10 minutes early, look in the workouts folder, select the 400 meter workout, and then sort of do our own thing, but all together. Let's see what happens. Surely nothing can go wrong. At least we can't get lost running around the track. Unless somebody accidentally clicks change route and goes off somewhere. I think it's 8 reps, says Paul. I've never done that one before, so yeah, why not? Let's see what it's all about. Still 350 metres to go to the final, or the penultimate arch. Just taking some nice deep breaths, trying to keep my heart rate down a little, bringing in the oxygen, fueling the muscles. Anthony says it's a killer. I didn't want to hear that, Anthony. So what is it? 400 on, 400 off? Something like that. We'll have to see what Zwift predicts for me. Maybe we'll drop it down to 85%. Paul says he loves that one, as you can rest for a lap. So depending on how fast you're going, I suppose it's like 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off, isn't it? 8 times. "100 metres to go into the penultimate arch." 44 minutes in now, just about to hit 8 kilometres. 1 more kilometre to go. Heart rate just about to hit 150. Here we go then, through the arch, maintaining speed at 12 kilometres per hour for the final kilometre. Paul says approximately 120 for me to do the rest properly. Nice one, Paul, that is quick. Good effort, buddy. Paul says, the other Paul, I've had a run 400 on, 200 off. That was nice. So yeah, you could almost, and we're going to do the 400 on, 400 off. As long as we meet at Mayfield at 5:30, you can choose whatever workout you want to do at whatever intensity. We'll all be together, you know? So yeah. But obviously the suggested workout for the night is 400 on, 400 off. But feel free to join us, do your own thing. Anthony says that's nearly as bad as Joe Pavey's session, 400 on, 200 off. I've heard of that, that's one of the workouts, isn't it? I'm sure I've done that before in the past. Probably part of the what was it called? Where you ran, there was a hard workout on Zwift and you were competing for a place on the Zwift team. I can't remember what the series was called now. Anyone know? Let me know. What was it called? I think it lasted about 2 years, maybe 3. That's it. Thank you, Anthony. The Zwift Academy. 2 or 3 years that kicked around for. That was good fun, that, wasn't it? I remember it was a hard workout sessions. It really was. And we all had to have heart rate monitors and cadence to qualify. Wanted that so bad. Like every other Zwift runner that was taking part. We all wanted it. We turned up at every workout, give it our best, and never got it. Boo! I would have loved to have gone and run the Berlin Marathon for Zwift. And they got a cool shirt in real life. And whole kit. It's a shame that kit that they got to run the Berlin Marathon wasn't available in the Zwift store for runners to buy, because I would have bought one. Instead, I had to settle for a ladies extra large running shirt because there was no men's ones left. Sebastian did the same. a YE Soul, a Yes Soul, a Yes Soul, T3. Paul says, my treadmill I bought in the end was the Yes Soul T3s. £1,200, got it for 740. Good deal, buddy, well done. Paul Hayward says he has a Soul treadmill. Is it a smart treadmill? Does it connect direct to Zwift? Or do you have to use an app or a foot pod or your watch? $200 meters. Heart rate 155, cadence 173, 48 minutes run, 8.87 kilometers complete. We're almost there, 150 meters to go. That flew by tonight. Well pleased I did that. Nice Group B, Monday Run Club, progressive run. We're going to hit 9 kilometers in about 50 meters. 15 minutes, sorry. Paul says I have to connect my laptop to the screen and connect to the stream footage. Paul, it doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you're here, you're enjoying our company, encouragement, that's what we're all here for, all of us, each other, we keep each other going. I hopefully provide a little bit of a distraction from the workout and somewhere where we can all come together and talk, even if we're not running, and give each other that little push that we sometimes need. It's all about the community, isn't it? Our little community, our little gang, it's awesome. We look after each other. And then Tina keeps us on our toes. And of course, make sure it all runs smoothly, because without Tina, we wouldn't know where we were running or when we were doing it. Thank you, Tina. Paul says, great work, Clive. Cheers, Paul. The other Paul says, Paul 2, the treadmill works Bluetooth, but just use the heart rate and the power readings off the treadmill. It's brilliant. Paul, as long as you're happy, buddy, that's the main thing. If you're happy, you're determined, you're consistent, and you keep coming back. You get fitter, you get faster, and you stay healthier, and that's what it's all about, buddy. And supporting each other, of course. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Tina. Really appreciate your company tonight. Thank you, Sebastian, for popping in on Messenger, telling us he was busy tonight with father duties. We will be back tomorrow at 5 PM UK time for Film My Run 500 with Noble Pro. Running up the hill, 500 metres. Then again on Wednesday with Tina for 400 on, 400 off. Again on Thursday for the MHG Run Club. And again on Friday for Stage 6 of Tour de Zwift. Let's save this run. And go and have a shower, make some dinner, sit down and watch Traitors or EastEnders. Sorry, Tina, and everyone else. Right, what we're doing, we need to bring that screen up over there. We need to tuck that on there. Okay then, have a good evening everyone, stay safe and take care. We'll see you again tomorrow. Cheers, bye-bye.